is the hardest thing.
That is not Seattle. That is Alton. Little dreary out there today, but that's okay, because when you get to celebrate great art throughout the Metro East, it is always going to be sunny, warm, and always a great day.
Yeah, we're going to...
How about that tie-in?
Yeah, we're going to brighten it up this weekend.
ArtEast is here.
Yeah.
And now, when did the return of ArtEast happen? Was that last year?
Last year was the first time we brought it back.
Okay.
Edwardsville Arts Center was instrumental in making that happen. They called me, Beth Brown, the director there, called me and was like, can we do that this year? And I was like, oh man, we just moved out of our building. We don't have a ton of time, but yeah, I want to make it happen.
Right. Yeah.
So we've done whatever we can to support them and making that happen, but they've been the driving force behind making it happen.
That's so cool. Well, how's the full year been almost in the building?
It's we've been there. We opened in June.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't.
We worked on the building for quite a while, but we had a good half a year in there, and it's going really well. We're looking forward to the spring season there too. So
that's going to be fun. There is a ton of artists that are featured in this, and it doesn't surprise me any, because we have just a gauntlet of wonderful talent right here in the region.
Yeah, there's 25 different stops overall.
Wow.
You can stop by, visit each artist's studio space and or gallery that they're presented in, and talk to the artists and see why they do what they do and ask questions.
This is so cool. And just for all of you that are going, CJ, where and when do we start and how do we get there? Well, you can go to the ArtEast website and you can see it right here. This is the map. That's just Alton right over here, correct? And then you got Woods River with Vondel, I'm assuming, is right here. And then... then you got Miller Lane over here. You got Melissa McDonald, and then you go right into Edwardsville with a couple of really great locations. And then you go down to Staunton, and you got the Macoupin Arts Center. So you're really sprawling the map there.
Yeah, Staunton, Troy, Collinsville. Those are some of the outliers. But it really, art within the Metro East.
My ankle just popped. So with that being said, is this more than last year?
About the same. Maybe a few more than last year. I don't remember the numbers offhand, but it's been a whole year. Don't ask me those questions.
Well, and it's really just a great weekend to celebrate all these artists. And now what I like is that we can kind of choose our own journey on this, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. We've got paper maps available. I know Edwardsville Arts Center has them. Jacoby Arts Center has them. We'll be there 12 to 6 today and 12 to 6 all weekend to pick up a map and wander. There's also an interactive map online through Great Rivers and Routes, a great local partner for the arts. So visit their website as well. All the links are on the ArtEast website, though.
This is really cool. And now, with that being said, when we tour, do we have an opportunity to, when we're going to see some demos, I'm sure?
Yeah.
And can we shop?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the best part of this.
Yeah, the goal was to get people in before the holidays, meet the artists, make a connection with our local artists, and buy local.
I like this. Well, and now there's a ton right here in our own backyard here in Alton, but even throughout, it's such an easy drive, really, if you plot it out. And the way that the map works, it makes it easy that way. Yeah,
the map actually helps you plan your trip, basically. Really? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's very interactive and pretty easy to use, but if anybody needs a piece of paper, we got a map too. So that's one upgrade from last year. We got feedback. We're like, I'd like a paper map as well. So
What I think is so cool is the fact that, I remember talking about this, and it seemed like both of you guys, and what I mean by that, both organizations were going through transition.
Yes.
Huge transitions. They weren't small ones. It was, major evolutions in a way. And to see that you were able to have such success the first year bringing this back during the storms of whatever that brings. This is cool what this year's going to be capable of.
Absolutely. At this time last year, we were closed and looking for a new space. And this was a way to still stay focused on our local art scene and help out any way we could. And this year we're reopened. So we're actually going to have one of our local artists on site. Mm-hmm. She doesn't have a studio to stop by, but she's going to be at Jacoby, Michelle Provenzo, a painter and watercolor artist. She's also teaching a watercolor class at Jacoby coming up. So.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, and see, I think it's great because it's really, all these tour stops are not only great for shopping and all that, but it's great for local and maybe aspiring artists to get inspired, and really celebrate what they're into and their passion is.
Absolutely. Like sitting down and talking to artists about what they do and why they do it is inspirational. And it brings a better connection to what you're purchasing and the art that you're buying too. So.
Well, and now, how much are tickets to ArtEast?
It's all free.
See, that's why I'm glad I asked. You don't even have to pay for tickets. You can download all this free material by going to Edwardsville.org. Can we go to Jacoby Arts?
It's actually .com, I think.
Oh, .com. You're right. It's right.
There's a link on our website as well, but they have all the information on their website.
That's what I was going to ask. Okay.
Yep.
It's .com. I need to learn how to read better. Well, I know this is made possible by Great Rivers and Routes and the Illinois Arts Council. I haven't heard too much about the Illinois Arts Council. Fill me in on what they do.
Yeah, so they advocate for the arts in Illinois by providing a lot of grants to organizations and artists. They've been phenomenal to work with. In my time at Jacoby, they've really improved their process as far as submitting for grants and outreach to artists. And this is one of the programs they funded. Edwardsville wrote a grant for this program, and the Illinois Arts Council is funding it in part. So, and they fund a lot of our programs at Jacoby as well. So
that's wonderful. And Jacoby's programming has been fantastic, especially, in the new space. You guys are just rocking and rolling with some really cool stuff.
Yeah, we've had a lot of new artists show up. We're always looking for artists who want to teach and share their art with the community. They can always reach out to us and pitch an idea for a class and see if people want to come and learn what they do or learn a medium or skill set.
And now take me through, we're going to see, I'm sure, a diverse range of artists too on the ArtEast tours. Is it going to be pretty much the entire gauntlet of what we could expect in this?
Pretty much anything from pottery to painting. We've got a few galleries just here in Alton. We've got Jacoby Arts Center, which has our current exhibit up.
Which is?
But it's called Hello Itchy, a local artist named Itchy. Oh. And it's been up for a few months. It's up until the end of November, but it will be up this weekend. Really and then cool. Michelle Provenzo will be on site. And we've got Elysian Gallery and a photographer there, Jeff Bonehart. We've got Mooneyham Art, which has a lot of different artists there as well. Charles Mooneyham's art. Jill Hack, she's a painter, but also does a little pottery at Jacoby sometimes.
Oh, that's cool.
So, a little bit of everything. So
I love this. Well, and I just think it's so cool that there's going to be interactive demonstrations too. That'll be a really fun component of it.
Yes.
What do you advise for the age ranges of this?
Almost anybody can enjoy this. Yeah, absolutely. Almost any age can enjoy it. So
I like this a lot. You got a moment to take a quick break with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll do that. It's 10:15. We'll come back and talk ArtEast. We'll talk Jacoby Arts Center, and we'll hang out for a little bit longer right here in the studio. You stay there, and we'll be here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. Oh, and Apple Podcasts, wherever you watch the show.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, Daily Show 1016, and you could not hear anything I just said. We're back with Rachel, and I love the fact that Jacoby is doing some every year you guys do seasonal stuff throughout the year, but it just being on the State Street corridor is such a cool theme and look for you guys during the Christmas season and just the holiday season in general. That it just has this really cool aesthetic to it.
It is. It's so welcoming. Our board of directors has been working on decorating the windows. We're also going to host an activity where people can walk in and help us decorate the windows.
Oh, that's cool.
For fun. A couple artists on site to help with that.
When will that be?
I think it's next weekend. Oh, no. Yeah, next weekend for Small Business Saturday.
That'll be fun. That'll be cool. And
already Thanksgiving. I was like, wait, next
Don't even get me started. Yeah. Well, and now, what time does that run?
I believe 12 to 6.
Okay, good. Just for the public. That'd be great to stop by.
Yeah.
And then what are some of the other programs going on? Because I'm looking and there's a ton of things like the 12 classes of Christmas and just some really, really cool themes.
Yeah. So over December and January, things slow down a little bit. People don't sign up for month-long classes. So we do things like the 12 classes of Christmas, where we're going to explore 12 different mediums, all different types of artwork. We've got a pottery class where you can make little clay gnomes. I'm going to be teaching that. I have a kids one and an adult one.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. I'm doing another clay coil trees. A lot of make and take art activities. The idea is to make something and maybe gift it to someone or keep it for yourself.
That's really cool. And what about the pet portraits?
Oh, yeah, that is actually one of our parties. We're not doing that for the... we are doing that for 12 classes of Christmas. I was out of town for the last couple of weeks. They popped one in on me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw that in on you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we added pet portraits since I noticed last. But we've got watercolor, pet portraits, felting, all kinds of different stuff. So
that's awesome. I like this.
And again, for all ages. So
and now I think it's really cool to do almost as a family activity for the holidays too.
Yeah, some of them are designed for family. Some of them are a little bit more kid oriented or adult oriented, but we cover all the ages somehow.
Do you remember those stained glass kits from way back in the day?
And like painted.
Yeah, and like the smell of the paint.
Yep.
Like it was this weird smell.
Intoxicating.
Yes,
yeah,
it was like in my nose still. If I think about it, that's the smell.
It came in those little plastic pop kit things.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad because every time when I saw your stained glass for Christmas, I remember my grandma getting those and just the smell of it alone. I'm like, to this day, it sticks with me. This is going to be cool. Stained glass, is there any spots left?
I don't know about that. He sells out pretty quick. So get on that if you're interested.
There is one
left. There you go. I was going to say, you can tell faster than I can. But
oh, wow. You better get your... This is that would be really fun to do, I think.
Yes, it is. And Carson's such a great teacher.
So, and how many different teachers do you have throughout Jacoby?
We have a lot. Like I said, anytime a teacher or an artist just wants to try out a class,
you do it.
We offer it,
and
see if it goes. So, at any given moment, throughout the year, we have at least 30 different artists that teach at Jacoby, but sometimes upwards of 50, just depending on who shows up and what they want to do.
Well, and never forget that there's so many other consistent programmings too, like for the Kids Art Club that's free and the sensory exploration that happens. And there's just a lot of other things that happen throughout the year that we can be a part of.
We have a homeschool program as well to help supplement art for homeschool kids. Our Kids Art Club, like you mentioned, that helps supplement the lack of art in art curriculum in the elementary schools around us.
Major problem.
Our clay program, obviously, that's our biggest hit. Wheel classes for adults and hand building for adults. And then I teach some summer kids clay programs as well. So
well, and I just think there's so much that we can get out of these classes too, and they fit everybody, and I think that's such a huge thing. One thing I wanted to ask you about before we go back to ArtEast and some of the other programs is the little art show that you all are doing with Hainer. That's so cool. So fill me in on this because Mary touched on it, but just to give me some more detail.
Yeah, so that's a partnership with Hainer Library, and we've been collecting tiny little canvas prints from the community. You can pick up a blank one at Jacoby and at the library, and then take it home, paint it, decorate it, or stay at Jacoby and work on one, and then drop it off at Jacoby or the library, and then we're going to hang them and install them. So it's going to be a tiny, tiny art show for the whole community. Anybody can be involved and be in the art show.
I love that. I just think it's so cool. And I love the community atmosphere of that, you bring in everything. It's not just when you walk into the doors, it's spread throughout the region, and that's really how it should be.
Yeah, so we'll be installing that, I think, December 3rd. So it'll open up later that week, and it'll be open during December, January, and February. We'll have that up, as well as our OMA, which is Opening Minds Through Art.
Okay.
It is our art program for people living with dementia. Chris Baker's been working on that program along with a handful of volunteers, and we're going to be displaying their artwork. That program ends, I believe, this weekend, and we'll be displaying their art next week. So it'll be in conjunction with the Little Art Fair as well, or Little Art Show as well.
Well, and honestly, I just think it's such a great thing to go into the holiday season with. And so many times we get so busy throughout the year, too, and whatever summer brings and the springtime and warmer months. But whenever the weather cools off, it's a great time just to connect with your kids and hell, even do, something together even and stop by Jacoby and see what's going on.
Absolutely. A great day for that is Saturdays. We're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to the public, 12 to 6 typically. But Saturday is a great day to stop in, especially with the kiddos. We have a sensory art activity set up that you can kind of come in and play with, explore color and texture and all different kinds of things. It's fun for all ages. It's designed for little ones, though. But that's just, if you need to get out of the house for an hour or so, come by, play with that, see the art on the wall, maybe find artwork that you made out in the community. A lot of the little artwork we started down at Earth Tones this summer and or in September. So we collected a lot when we were there, and then people have been dropping stuff off for the last 2 months. So.
No kidding?
Yeah.
I love that. There's been a lot of participation, it sounds like.
Yeah, we've got hundreds.
It's got to feel good, too, after, it wasn't, not trying to rehash the past, but stressful last year.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was.
That's not fun to be a part of in any situation.
Yeah.
And to go from that to this has got to be just a breath of fresh air.
That's the goal, bringing the community together through art, and enriching our lives through art.
For.
And so everything we do, we just try to make sure that's happening.
Fantastic. Let's talk about ArtEast again.
All right.
All weekend long.
Yes.
Which is only 2 days.
Saturday, Sunday,
I don't
12
know
to
why
6.
everyone always says all weekend long.
It sounds better in advertisements.
It does. All weekend long, you can see some great artists in over 25 total.
25 locations, more artists than that. So
that's incredible.
Yeah.
And now there will be folks on display at the Edwardsville Arts Center too.
Correct. Yeah. Edwardsville Arts Center will have a handful of artists. Actually, quite a few. They've got about 10 different artists there.
Do they have a big space
on site? Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They have a fairly big space for artists. So I think they had
wonderful.
Almost 10 different artists there, and then obviously a ton of different artists around Edwardsville.
Well, I know that the space was almost an issue at a time, so that's good to know. 10 is great. And then there will be a couple on site at Jacoby, and then at Mooneyham Art, and then just
Elysian as well.
Oh yes,
and the Mac.
And where's Elysian at? Just so I can.
They're at Mineral Springs Mall.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Now.
Also, the Go Getters at the coffee shop in Edwardsville. I forget the name. It's at 233 North Main Street, though. So.
Perfect. And there's just so many more artists to go through and so many forums and mediums. And I think that is it medium?
Medium.
Okay,
yeah,
thank
medium.
you. Forum would be not
medium.
I like that better.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're here. And there's so many more to explore. Active demonstrations. Bring the kiddos too and get them inspired. Have some fun.
Yeah.
And then while you're traversing through Alton, Wood River, Collinsville, Troy, Edwardsville.
Yeah.
Did I get them all? Staunton.
I think so.
Staunton.
Yeah. There's another great little gallery at Wood River too, Vondel. So I wanted to try to highlight all the galleries.
Gary's been on the show before.
Yes.
He's such a good guy.
He is. And I didn't want to leave him out.
Oh no, never. And stop by Staunton, but go get lunch and go see the small businesses ahead of Small Business Saturday.
Absolutely.
And then next Saturday, when it is Small Business Saturday, go hang out at Jacoby Arts Center for a little bit.
Yes.
It'd be really cool. Rachel, anything else to talk about for right now?
No, that's all I got. Thanks for having me.
Never a problem. I always love talking about Jacoby. ArtEast is ready for you. Second year back, and it just keeps getting bigger and better. And we'll see you, and we'll see it with 25 different locations, more artists than that. And we're just going to have fun this weekend and all throughout the holiday season. Bring your family to Jacoby Arts Center, and you can find out more at jacobyartscenter.org.
Yep, or Edwardsville.com /ArtEast.
Thanks, Rachel. We'll take a quick break. Daily Show comes back to you next.